A 5-member Supreme Court bench declared military trials of civilians arrested after a violent protest on May 9 null and void. In a 4-1 majority ruling, the court decided that the trials should be conducted in ordinary courts rather than military courts. The court also found certain sections of the Army Act to be in violation of the Constitution. This decision affects 103 civilians and accused persons and anyone else related to the events of May 9th, who should now face trials in criminal courts. The verdict can be appealed before a full court. The trials resulted from violence targeting both civilian and military installations in May. During the hearing today, Pakistan's Attorney General Mansoor Usman Awan argued that a constitutional amendment is unnecessary for trying civilians in military courts. He stated that military trials meet the requirements of criminal courts and can handle cases related to attacks on restricted areas or buildings. Awan clarified that a constitutional amendment is only needed if the accused lacks a direct link to the armed forces. He assured that all the fair trial requirements under Article 10A of the Constitution would be met, with the possibility of appeals in higher courts. Justice SN inquired about past military court trials in 2015, asking about the nature of the accused. Awan explained that the suspects included both nationals and foreigners, some of whom facilitated terrorists. Justice Aisha questioned how these arguments connected to Article 8.3 of the Constitution, which requires a link to the armed forces for military court trials. Justice SN emphasized that the Constitution safeguards the fundamental rights of citizens. Numerous petitions had been filed by figures like former Chief Justice Jawad S. Khwaja, Ae'tizaz Ehsan, and political leader Imran Khan, challenging the trial of civilians in military courts. Human rights groups and politicians have criticized these trials, fearing they may weaken civilian authority. The case's hearing was postponed indefinitely in August, with the former Chief Justice expressing concerns about the military's involvement in civilian matters. In the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, Israel conducted airstrikes in Gaza, resulting in casualties and ground raids against Hamas militants. Gaza's health ministry reported 436 deaths in Israeli airstrikes within the past 24 hours, with most occurring in the southern part of the densely populated Gaza Strip. European leaders were considering calling for a pause in hostilities to allow aid to reach the trapped population in Gaza. The conflict also expanded with Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon, clashes between Israeli troops and Palestinians in the West Bank, and further rocket fire from Hamas into Israel. The situation has left civilians in Gaza in desperate need of food, water, medicine, and shelter. The conflict has resulted in a significant loss of life, with over 5,000 Palestinians killed, including a large number of children. This current round of hostilities were triggered by a cross-border assault by Hamas militants on Israeli communities on October 7, resulting in casualties and hostages. A special court established under the Official Secrets Act on Monday indicted former Prime Minister Imran Khan and ex-Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood Qureshi in the Cipher case. Both leaders deny the charges. The Cipher case pertains to a diplomatic document that reportedly went missing from Imran Khan's possession. The PTI alleges that the document contained a threat from the United States to oust Imran from office. PTI chairman's lawyer, Advocate Umair Niazi, told the media that his client had denied the crime, adding that the court's order would be challenged in the High Court. In an apparent reference to the return of PMLN Supremo Nawaz Sharif, PPP Chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari on Monday said that there should be no further delay in polls following the events that took place over the weekend.
Let us be clear, ladies and gentlemen, elections delayed are elections denied. The only path forward is for the Election Commission of Pakistan to immediately release the date of the election and the schedule of the election without any further delay. Given the events that we witnessed over the weekend, I trust there shall be no further delay.